Welcome to the 2008 JavaOne conference. I'm your host, Chris Melissinos, coming to you from the expo floor, and we're going to show you some amazing demos. So hang on tight, it's going to be awesome. So we're here with Arshan Persohi of Sun Labs to talk about sunspots. So Arshan, thanks so much for
of course.
taking some time to talk to us. So sunspots, cool name. What the heck is it?
Thanks. So it's a development kit for wireless and embedded sensing. So you can do Java code and put it out in the world, sense what's going on, you can react to it, you can make something actually happen, or you can bring it back to a host machine and then have your Java SE program running there.
Okay, so we're talking about sensors, we're talking about this device. This is actually a sunspot.
It is.
Okay, and so can you tell us a bit about what this, what is in the sunspot?
All right, so we've got our own JVM running on there. It goes onto an ARM9, it's got a radio chip, so all sunspots can talk to each other. You've got a bunch of sensors built into the dev kit. So there's a 3D accelerometer, a light sensor, and a temp sensor. Some 3-color LEDs, so you can have your code be expressive, tell the user what's going on, and then 2 buttons for interaction.
So an accelerometer, so I mean, like in the game space, you see these sorts of things in like Wii controllers,
exactly.
right? That can detect motion and velocity, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can do that, or you can attach it to a bigger thing and you know what it's doing. Or you can put it down on the floor and see vibration and all sorts of stuff.
And so we can use these sorts of sensors for a variety of things, not just industrial things. I've heard of these sorts of sunspots being on things like shipping containers and things like that, but we can also use them for more fun applications as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we got a lot of people putting them on like mountain bikes and watching themselves go down a mountain. We've got skiers instrumented, and you get a bunch of skiers up there, and those sunspots actually talk to each other, to the skiers as they're coming down, and then of course it uploads it to a database when they get to the bottom, and they can compare scores and all that kind of stuff.
That's really cool. So now over here as well, you have some of the new...
Yeah, so the big news just recently is that we've open sourced everything. That's including the hardware, so you can literally all the same stuff we send to the factory to have them built. They're available on java.net, so you can download them, send them to a factory, and have them build them for you. If you need to change the design a little bit, you want to add a different sensor, you want to take off some expensive sensor that we put on there, it's all there. You got all the designs.
So an open platform from software to hardware for sensors that are going to fit in everything from industrial applications to toys.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now there's one really cool thing here that we have to talk about. What the heck is this thing?
So we needed to do a demo, and we wanted to do something cool, do something fun, and so we put a bunch of our sensors down underneath floor tiles. It's got the light sensors going, they're talking to each other, so as I move this sunspot around, you can see the LEDs switching down there. And then
so you're actually controlling the movement of those LEDs from this sunspot?
Right, so there's an accelerometer in here, and I can measure the gravity of the planet from it, and I'm using that to tell me what the tilt is, and I move the ball around.
So what if I step on that? And if I do it right, start to get a dance moving. Woo! There we go! Yeah. Woo! No, we'll stop all that dancing there, although it's kind of one of my hallmarks for some of these shows. So, so basically, you can do all sorts of games like where you're trying to get people to, where you actually moving the light and trying to get people to step on it.
Yeah, exactly. So the idea was to be as interactive as we could. We wanted to get the audience and going with the crowd. So you got someone up here doing something, and the guy in the crowd's controlling the light, and then if you step on it, all of them light up, meaning that it got stomped on.
Wow.
And then the user can reset, and they're back on.
So this is fantastic. You too can build one of these in your house for some reason. But so we're seeing everything again from entertainment to industrial stuff, all through sunspots.
Yeah.
Arshan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Sunspot. And that wraps up for today from the 2008 JavaOne Expo floor. Make sure you check back for some amazing videos of amazing technology demos here at the JavaOne 2008 Expo. And with that, back to my day job. Programs! Get your fresh hot Java. You say look like you can use a Java program. Information on it. Delicious.